What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad. I'm excited once again, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do it here at the Builders Club TV. We got another phenomenal guest tonight. This gentleman really probably doesn't need that much of an introduction when we're talking about the online world, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. He's JBThaGreat, an entrepreneur, CEO of Accelerate Inc., marketing expert. We got him here tonight with us, so we have the pleasure of speaking with him a little bit, get inside of his head. You know how we do it. Let me get on the camera real quickly so you guys can see me. What's going on, guys? We're going to get started. Excited about tonight's guest. Again, Dewan Jones here, professional stay-at-home dad. Let me see if we got JB with us right now. JBThaGreat, how's it going, man? Can you hear me, sir? Man, I'm doing good. Let me get you on camera so the good folks can see you, and we'll jump right into it.
Hey, where?
How's it going? We can see you now, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm great, bro. Where are you live at? Like, I want to be able to see it too. All I can see is the Skype screen.
Right. You're gonna see on the actual playback, but we can see you, man. We can see you in HD right now, and we can hear you loud and clear, man. We appreciate you coming on to the Builders Club TV. Thank you for coming on to the show, man.
Absolutely, bro. Happy to be here.
Awesome. It's definitely a pleasure. I know we got a lot to try to dig out of your brain, but we don't have all the time in the world. So we're going to try to get the best golden nuggets that we can tonight. Man, one thing I got to say about you, man, it's impressive to see you accomplish so much in, I wouldn't say such a short time, but being so young, being able to accomplish so much. Have you always been that entrepreneur at heart? Or what was like your earlier days, coming up?
Yeah, well, I can probably say that I probably was born an entrepreneur, bro. I think that we're born with certain gifts. If I start breaking up, let me know, bro. Like I'm moving around right now, and so I'm actually on my phone hotspot.
No doubt.
And yeah, bro. But I was almost like born an entrepreneur. I remember being in elementary school, and they'll have a canteen, and so you'll buy the canteen, and then I would try to resell it for a little more, and I was probably like 8 years old, and I started there. I started working for my dad. My dad passed away about a year and a half ago.
Sorry about that.
I appreciate that, bro. And so my dad was a entrepreneur, and he owned really like a janitorial company. And it was so crazy because after he passed away, I had to go run his company for about four months. And so, but I remember, working for my dad and like telling him, I was like, I don't think I can work for you. I don't like the way you treat me, I was like 8 years old, bro.
Right.
And my dad used to clean these schools, and we would have to take we'll do the schools in sections, like, so classroom to classroom. And I was 8 years old, and I had to move an entire classroom by myself, and I was like, man, this shit sucks, right? Like, I don't want to work for you, this is crazy. So I got started early on, and a lot happened in between the time where I was, 8 years old to when I was 20, when I first started my official company.
Okay, wow.
Company at 20 years old. I had been doing business for some time, but I got legal at 20 years old. So
okay. And where would you say or where did your entrepreneurial journey start? Where did it start? What type of business were you involved in early in your entrepreneurial career?
Promotions, like party promotions. So
wow.
Yeah, my first company I started in college. I was going from a sophomore to junior, and at that time I had quite a bit of fame on a college campus. Actually ended up
was JB the man?
Huh?
Was JB the man on campus? Let me find out.
Well, yeah, I was one of them, bro. Like, and I can't even lie. Like, only because my freshman year, I started college at 17. So
oh wow.
I meant college, at 17 years old. I turned 18 in July, so I started college at the summer when I graduated. So I was at home. Like, you graduate like 3 weeks later, I got accepted into this summer program because I ended up getting like $250,000 to go to this school on an Air Force ROTC scholarship.
Oh.
And so, yeah, bro. So, I'm like like geared towards, being a pilot and engineer major because my mom's in the military. And so, but yeah, I started as, a party promoter. I ran for freshman president. I won. I ran for sophomore president. I won. And then I ran for student body president. I was the first person in the history of the university to get eliminated, which is why I still won't give them money today. And I don't, like, I don't know now, like, I'm never giving $1 to that school, like, no matter what, I promise you. And, but I had to shift gears, and so I went from being like baby Obama on the campus to like baby P. Diddy. Yeah, so my first company I started is called Just Prestige. I own this company now in Texas, and so I started my first company in Louisiana. I restarted it in Texas, and so yeah, that was my first company at 20 years old, and so I've really been in business like specifically for about 11 years now, because I turned 29.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so.
Wow, so already a veteran in business. Now, JB, what attracted you to the online space?
Shit, a mentor, bro. One of my mentors that I followed for some time, I was in network marketing, so I got my first start when I, got started in business at 17. It was network marketing, bro, and so I started there. I had a mentor, his name's Jeremy, and all of a sudden, one day he just called me. He's like, "Hey, you got to check out this internet thing." And I was like, "What the hell is that?" Right? It was a company called Empower Network. It changed my life.
Okay.
Changed my life. I think it was one of the best companies ever to hit the internet.
Legendary.
Period.
Legendary.
I believe that. Yeah, it was. It shifted the way people view internet. Like, you wouldn't be on the internet if it wasn't for that company. Like, I promise you. Like, that company was very transcendental at the time. And it was $25 to get started. I didn't have the money to get started. Right? I didn't even have $25.
Wow.
I'm so broke.
The grind is real.
Yeah, bro, it was real. It's been real my whole life, honestly. I tell people, like, they look at me now and I was like, I may have had it worse than you, but apples to oranges, right? Like, we can never compare our life to somebody else's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't even have the money to get started. But I got started within my first month. I made $1,500.
Wow.
My belief shifted. I've worked most of my life. And I mean, there's only so much we can talk about in this period of time, but yeah, my first job was at 8, and I've worked every day, damn near every day, for the past almost 20 years.
Wow. So that's amazing. So you got involved or introduced to the online world. You were able to make some money that formed your belief. At what moment did you decide that, hey, you know what, this is just going to be what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, or this is what I'm going to do to break free and create my financial freedom, and this is going to be my road, my journey? When did you decide that?
That's a great question. I haven't thought about that. I don't know. Maybe really, because my first year online I made 6 figures. So
wow.
I went from doing nothing. I had graduated, like, I literally started my online business when I graduated college. So, like a month or two before I graduated. So I graduated in March. We were on the quarter system, and I started at the and I started making money. I remember going to my graduation, and I was like, man, I'm making bread, and at that time, like, the money I was making, like, it wasn't a lot compared to now, but I mean, $1,500 in a month was a lot for me, right? When I was slaving around at Applebee's and these other restaurants. So I used to be a server, bro. Like, I would probably, call me a few years ago, I'd be serving you some food, you know what I'm saying? And some drinks.
Wow, imagine that.
You know what I'm saying? I was such a good bartender. I bartended my cousin's wedding, right? Like, my aunt flew me out God rest her soul too. She passed away, probably about 2 to 3 months ago. And, she flew me out to come and bartend my cousin's wedding. But I don't know, bro. I think that I made a decision probably when I seen something was picking up, because nobody believed in me. Like, my parents thought I was crazy. My dad said, he said, you have 2 degrees. I have 2 degrees, bro. And so he said, 2 degrees and you ain't gonna go get a job? You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I know, right? And it took my dad a long time because, he just was traditional.
Right.
And I defied the odds in my entire family, in my entire neighborhood, in my entire city. Like, I still have people back home talking about who I am and what I do. And so, I don't know, bro. I think I reached a point where I just said, fuck it. Like, let me focus on me. And so that's what happened, bro.
Wow. Well, I want to rewind a little bit, JB, if we can, and kind of unpack something. Now, you said your first year, you were able to achieve an amazing feat, which is 6 figures online. I think it's safe to say that that's not common, right? So my question is, what do you think made the difference for you that enabled you to have that type of success in your first year? What do you think the difference was for you?
Yeah, I got around people, bro. I started listening to interviews like this. I went to events, that company had events. I met people that were doing it, and I looked at them and I was like, man, they're no different than me. And that's what really, started changing things. I look at it now and it's a great accomplishment. Let me not downplay that at all. It's a very big deal because most people never make 6 figures in their life. Ever. So I do not want to downplay that. Like, most people have never and never will do it in 1 year ever in their life. What happened was I just believed that I could do it. I said somehow, some way, my time was going to come. And it did. And I've had ups and downs since then, bro. Like, you're going to have it in life, you know? And that's something you asked me later on in this interview. But I just made a decision. I was like, man, I deserve it. And every day I remind myself of the fact that I deserve it. And I make sure that I'm always focused on my best. I never let no one tell me that I can't do anything. I never let anyone demean me. Right? Like, tell me I'm not shit or make me feel like shit, because that's going to happen on a daily basis too. And so I think that you just focus on being your absolute best. And at that time, that's what I was focused on doing.
Wow, that's good. That's powerful. Let me ask you this. So based on the fact that you were able to achieve that kind of success, Builders Club TV Nation, I'm going to attempt to try to get some free information out of JB right now and see if we can come up real quick. JB, let us know, because I know you could probably relate to this. When folks are getting started online or in business, period, one of the challenges that a lot of folks have is information overload, right? There's so many things out there to learn, it seems. Your best piece of advice, just one piece of advice for someone getting started and they want to really conquer this online thing.
Get a mentor.
There you go.
Yeah, that's because there's so much information, and that's the great thing about the age we're in the information age, the digital age. And there's so many people pretending out there. There's only a few of us that are actually doing it and have been doing it. Right. Everybody else, and I'm not saying I don't stop anybody's hustle in their game. Right. But because I had a student come to me recently, she's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that shit is so old. That's 5 years ago. And somebody made a video on it 2 days before she seen it. She's like, oh, well, I think that's the way. And I'm like, wait, are you going to listen to them? Or are you going to listen to me? Are you going to fight me? Or are you going to, focus on your future? Right. And so I think getting a mentor. And one of the things about it is that most people feel so entitled these days. It's what's really interesting is if people actually, one thing about me, I was willing to listen to people who did it and who I knew were smarter than me at the time. nowadays people, they just think they know everything, and that's why they don't succeed. All of my students that perform the best is because I have a great relationship with them and they respect me as a mentor. Those who thought that they could outperform me, when I brought them on or gave them opportunities, they're not doing well at all. Like, and I can count, I can like name people who aren't succeeding because their ego is in the way, right? And so I got a mentor, and I would recommend that people get a mentor, somebody that you can trust, that actually cares about you and is going to steer you on the right path. They're not always right, but most of the time, they know from experience, bro.
Wow, powerful. That's strong. So let me ask you this. Would you say that the online business model is for everyone or not so much?
It can be, if you choose to. Like, who am I to say? I'm not God. I am a God, but I'm not God, right? And so who am I to say that what's not for somebody? I think that we are co-creating every single day. We can choose life. If you feel that it's right for you, it can be right for you. But I think it's an internal pull. Like, if you feel that this is something that you want to do, explore it and focus on getting better. The better you get. Like, I just know a lot of shit. Like, that's it. Like, I just know a lot of shit about the internet. And that came from time. And so I think it's a great opportunity for those who see it. Maybe you'll see it and maybe you won't, you know? But this is the age that we live in. Everybody's using the internet. Right. So, you know, like, find your piece of the pie. And maybe one day you'll have the whole pie, or you're the one selling the pies, right?
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. So what are some of the greatest advantages now that you've been able to achieve success? Or let me ask you like this, JB, how do you, cause when we watch you online, man, to the naked eye, it looks like, man, this guy's all over the place. He's doing so much. How in the world does he manage to get everything done? I've been asking this question with some of the other guests that have been on the show. I believe it's very important. Time management, man. How do you manage to get everything that you need to get done and stay focused? Being young, I'm sure you like to get your party on, right? How do you stay focused, get your party on? Go ahead.
I'm listening. You had cut out a little.
Oh, I said, how do you make time for everything? Business, pleasure, fun, everything. How do you get everything done and make sure that you stay focused and you meet your timeline, your deadline, all the above?
Trial and error. You know, I did it all wrong before. Like, I turned up. Like, you'll see me at V-Live throwing $20,000 from stage, doing shit. You know, you'll see me like $800 dinners. You'll see me, you know, like I've done it all, bro. I've experienced it all. You know, I've seen the best, I've seen the worst in myself, and discipline, bro. You know, you gotta have discipline out here. You know, most people they can't, like, they need to be told what to do on a daily basis. Shifting from being an employee to entrepreneur, you don't have a boss. You don't have this quote unquote security, this false security that people are searching for. Because if, like, you know, I employ people, so I can wake up and be on the wrong side of the bed and I can fire my best person just because they looked at me crazy. I have that right as an owner. Right? And so, and this may go over some people's head, but when we look at jobs, it's a false security. And so being an entrepreneur, you have to be focused on discipline. I'm never going to give somebody the opportunity to tell me what I'm worth in power. Like, really? Like, I had to break out of that.
Wow.
Saying I was working at it, like, somebody going to tip me because they thought I did a great job, $10. Like, now I can't even fathom that, right? And that's why I charge high ticket for everything that I do. Like, to work with me, it's going, like, it might break your bank, right?
Right.
Because I'm just so good at what I do. I know my worth. And so I think that, like, discipline is big. There's times when you want to work, there's times when that you don't want to work, but, like, making sure to have the right habits, focus on executing on a daily basis. Most people are busy, bro, for no reason. I think that you should be focused on what's moving you forward. And, you know, most people just aren't on a daily basis. So I would definitely say discipline, bro. Like, if you're disciplined, take care of your shit. Like, at the end of the day, take care of the things, you know, what the fuck you need to take care on a daily basis, and you're gonna win. Like, and none of us perfect. We all slip. It's always the cute girl that want to come over. You always want to play Fortnite. If it's me, back 11, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to play video games too, but I got to understand I got to feed my family, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, discipline at the end of the day.
Absolutely. That's strong. How excited are you about, you know, the era that we're in? I was at dinner just the other night, and a young kid working on his Instagram following. And you gotta understand, JB, when I was coming up, we didn't have Instagram. We didn't have the ability to build an audience, a following. You know, what is that? Talk to that, because I think you're one of the perfect guys to ask this question. How excited are you about the ability to do that, be able to create your own following, audience, and just being able to do that in this era? And how does that play into being able to create your success in business?
I mean, well, I think I'm excited about life, like this era of shit. I mean, was I excited back in the 90s when I was born? I think we're all excited about not the era, but the moment, right? That we're in. You know what I'm saying? And so I think we're in a great time, like, to be able to create what we can in this moment, like to be able to build a following. You know, I have like hundreds of thousands of followers on social media. And it's not even a lot compared to, you know, other people, but a lot of those people come to me who have millions of followers and they're broke. And they're like, hey, how do I monetize? You know, like, if you look at my Instagram compared to the amount of money I make versus other people, you're like, wait, what's going on? Because I focus specifically on people that understand my message. And I think that I can't really be doing more. You know, I was just talking to one of my best friends. That's why I did the interview, bro. I mean, you know me, like, I think it took a lot for me to get on here. Several times, you know, but because I've been busy on new projects.
Right.
And so I haven't been doing a lot of things I consider press right now. But I think it's a time, bro. And I think for this generation that sees it, if they understand, like, don't be superficial, just be authentic, they'll win. You know, like, at one time it was cool to take a picture in front of somebody else's car, but, like, fuck the car now. Like, what impact are you making? Like, I've driven some of the best cars in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? I, like, had them. And so I think that people are looking for, you know, authenticity now than anything, bro.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I do want to ask you this, man. You mentioned, you know, driving nice cars. How do you enjoy your success, man? Again, I want to talk to you about how you enjoy life, because I think that's important, man, to really get a piece of that. How do you enjoy success, man? How do you take time off? We know you work and we know you're busy, but when you're not busy, what do you do for fun, bro?
I think that we all can do more. You know, I think I enjoy being around, like, people I care about. So, you know, my family. I have a puppy now. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to get rid of his ass for a whole 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, bro. It's 8 weeks old. I want to get rid of him every day. But he's still here. Right?
You got him with you?
Yeah, you want to see him?
Yeah, show us the dog, man.
Second.
The dog that was bought with residual income.
Yeah, so this is him, bro. He's
man.
Bait, bro. He's like bait. Like, he's so small.
Look, I'm crowning him officially the Builders Club TV mascot. As a Labrador?
Bro. He was, well, he's actually a Doberman mixed with a Lab.
Okay.
So I already have a Doberman. He was asleep, so he just...
Oh, man. That's going to be a nice size.
Oh, he's going to be big. He's only 7 weeks, bro. So he's like... Yeah, he's really a baby. Like, he'll go I can just hold him right here. He'll like go to sleep, bro. Like he's really a baby.
Wow.
And but his name is Billions.
What's his name?
Billions.
Man, the perfect name. Billions. The Billions. Well, JB, man, we appreciate that, man. Will you give out your social media for the folks here at the Builders Club TV that we can get in touch to learn more about what you got going on?
JBThaGreat, man. If they type in JBThaGreat, they'll find me, bro. If they type in JB on Instagram, they'll see me, bro.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, we definitely know that you're working on some major things. Definitely a busy guy. We definitely got to have you back for the Builders Club TV live chat
I got
series.
A question for you.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you a question, bro, because I think it's good. I like to ask the person that's interviewing a question. Like, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? I've always had a servant mindset when it comes to, or I say it like this: I wanna be of service to an industry I feel has helped so many people, an industry that I feel can help anybody who's serious about helping themselves. And I wanted to create a platform. I feel like there was a void for a platform that could bring light to an industry that I believe in. And I felt like there was a void for a platform where people like yourself, who have helped so many people along the way, creating their own success, could come on and promote themselves, get more eyeballs on themselves, their brand, build their personal brand, and build a community of like-minded people. And I wanted to build a media platform for the work-from-home industry. I believe there's a void for it. I feel we need it. I think the timing is perfect. And the value, this is the way that folks who have created success like yourself can come on a platform and give back. All the things that you talked about and you shared here with us tonight, golden nuggets that people can take and learn so much from. And you don't really get a chance to get this a lot online, you know?
Yeah, because I get my content and I'm out there. Like, this is the first time I've done an interview in like 2 years.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty, well, I think it's been 2 years, bro. Maybe a year. I don't know. I don't do interviews, bro.
Man, well, we feel we are privileged then.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start doing some more. Like, I was talking to my chief of staff today. He's like, "Hey, you should do some more interviews." I'm like, but I'm really focused on technology right now, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing a lot of stuff there. So, you know, I'm always focused on giving back. You know, I have a big heart, bro, and I appreciate you sharing, you know, why you're here. That's a big deal. So
yeah, definitely, man. And like I said, we hope this isn't the first time. I mean, the last time. We know it's the first time, but like I said, we definitely want to have you back for the live chat series, the Builders Club TV live chat series, where you'll be able to come on and, you know, live, the audience can ask questions, talk to you. And like I said, it's difficult to get that mentorship. Like you said, get a mentor, you know, get someone who's really doing it. And
no, bro, like, most people, the reason why they don't get mentors is because people feel entitled. Like, nobody has to do shit for you. Like, people look at people with money and they expect them to be nice. They expect them to do shit for them. Mm-hmm. Nobody owes you a fucking thing, bro. Right? I see most people come to me, feel like that I owe them. I don't owe nobody. Bro, I had nothing. Right? I built everything from, like, my work ethic. Right. You want a mentor? Prove yourself to this person, bro. Like, I remember talking to a friend. He would iron his the person who wanted to mentor him. He would iron his shirt for free every day. Like, people, they just not focused on that anymore, and that's why they're not coming up, bro. If you know somebody more successful than you, how can you serve? We're all here to serve. Don't ever feel like somebody should give you a handout ever in your life. And that's the truth, bro. You come to a mentor thinking they should help you, they're gonna tell you get the fuck on, bro. And that's true life. I'll tell you, bro, because that's what I do, and all of them do it.
I hope y'all caught that. That was powerful. You know, when you come to a mentor,
bro, like, nobody owes you nothing. Like, just because they have money, they don't owe you shit. Like, they worked hard. What the fuck have you done? Like, go serve. You think they should serve? How about you serve? Like, serve, bro.
See how you can help. Yeah, absolutely. I hope you guys caught that. I hope you're taking notes, man. But
Yeah.
definitely see how you can help. See how you can be an asset. See how you can be an asset. Man, we appreciate you, JB, man. We appreciate billions or billion.
Billions and made a preview on here, bro. Oh, Billions. Yeah. He's really, bro. He's like 7 weeks old, so he's like I can hold him in one hand, bro.
Yeah, that's not gonna last a long time.
Yeah, I know. He'll be big in like a few weeks, bro.
No doubt about it, man. But we definitely appreciate you coming on, man. We definitely want to have you back, and we definitely gonna keep an eye on everything you got going on, man. Everybody, Builders Club TV family, JB the Great. Wow.
Thank you, bro.
Peace.
Thanks,
bro.